Now this example is the same one which we have seen in the earlier question. What I wanted to prove is whenever such a thing happens, right? So what is it? When two products are sold at the same selling price, one is making a profit of X% and other is making a profit or loss of X%, then on both the transactions we'll always end up in a loss. And the loss also I can prove that it can be given by some expression which can be derived easily. So what I mean to say is, let us say we have a cost price here. Two goods are there and both of them are sold at the same selling price. So SP and SP, okay, and on one we are making a profit. So when do we make a profit? Whenever the cost price is less than the selling price, which means let us assume that one of the one of the items is having cost price 1 and is sold at a selling price this one. So whenever it is sold at a higher selling price, then we are going to make a profit. Let us assume that the profit we made on this transaction is X%, okay. Similarly, the other one is having some cost price, the other item, and it is sold at a lower price, let us say at SP, and since we are selling it at a lower price, then we get a loss. So assume that here I got a loss of X%. So here there is a profit of X% and here there is a loss of X%. So whenever this is the scenario, I wanted to show you that we'll always end up in a loss, okay, and that loss also can be expressed in a standard form so that this question can be answered easily. So now let's see how to find it out. Now the same way we shall find out the cost price 1 and cost price 2. So cost price 1. So here I am saying that we are making a profit of X%, then what will be the cost price in terms of the selling price? So according to the formula, it is going to be 100 by 100 plus X. So how did we do this? Like in the earlier case I have derived it. I mean in the earlier case if you see this, we got 110%, isn't it? So in place of 10 I am writing X. Okay, so this one we have already derived in the previous examples. Directly I am using that formula. Similarly, what about CP2? Cost price 2 equal, in this case I am making some loss, so therefore it is going to be selling price into 100 by 100 minus X, where X is the loss in percent, right? X is the profit in percent, X is the loss in percent. Okay, now what is the total cost price and total selling price? So total selling price is what I made after selling both the products. Both of the products I am selling at SP only, right? Therefore total selling price equal to 2 into SP. Okay, and what is the total cost price? Total cost price means I have to add these two, right? Cost price of the first item plus cost price of the second item. Now if I add these two, I can pull out SP into 100 as common, SP into 100 as common, and then 1 by 100 plus X from this term plus 1 by 100 minus X. Then what do we get? SP into 100 into 200 divided by 100 square minus X square. This is what I get. Okay, now I could write this entire arrange the terms as if it is, see this, see the arrangement. Now I want to compare this total cost price with total selling price. That is why I want to write it as if this total cost price equal to total selling price into something. Now if you see this, total selling price equal to 2 into SP. Now from here there is SP is there and then 2 is here. I'll pull these two out. So what do I get? 2 into SP, and then I'll write the remaining over there, right? So if I pull 2 into SP, what will be remaining? 100 square will be remaining divided by 100 square minus X square, right? So it is 100 square divided by 100 square minus X square, right? So what do we get here? That equal to 2 into SP into 1 by 1 minus X by 100 whole square, right? So 1 and 1. I am dividing numerator and denominator with 100 square. Then I got that. Now if you observe it, total cost price equal to total selling price into 1 by 1 minus x by 100 whole square. Right? Now try to analyze this. X by 100 square. So what will be the value of x here? X will be any value between 0 and 100. So x will be any value between 0 and 100. So x will never go beyond 100. What could be the reason? See this, since x is representing both profit as well as loss in this case, you will never get a loss of more than 100%. In worst case, if you buy something and sell it off at 0, which means if you distribute it for free, then you are going to get a loss of 100%. That is the worst case. You will never get a loss of more than 100%. Therefore, this x is never going to be greater than 100. So x is a number less than 100. Now try to analyze this. X is a number less than 100. Therefore, x by 100 is always going to be less than 1. So this value is going to lie between 0 and 1. See this. Now if you observe this, see, and also x cannot be 100 also. Why? Because you are going to sell the goods at some price. You are not going to give it away for free. See, when do you get a loss of 100%? We get a loss of 100% when we give away the item for free, isn't it? Therefore, x is never going to touch 100. In case if x happens to be a loss. In case of profit, yes, right? But since x is representing here both profit and loss, it can never be greater than or equal to 100. Okay, now therefore this one is going to be fine. Now see this, what happens to x by 100? Divide all the terms by 100, then 0 is less than or equal to x by 100 is less than 1. So what does it mean? X by 100 is always less than 1, right? Therefore x by 100 square will also be less than 1. So 1 by 1 minus something, this entire thing is a positive number which is less than 1. 1 minus something, therefore this entire number will be less than 1, and it is also a positive number, right? 1 by some fraction, 1 by let's say 0.1 or something like that, right? Therefore this entire number is going to be greater than 1. Are you getting this? This number is less than 1 and the entire denominator is less than 1, and this entire number is going to be greater than 1. So this entire factor is going to be greater than 1. Now what do you understand from that? Cost price is going to be greater than selling price. Cost price is some number multiplied with selling price. Therefore cost price is high. So whenever cost price is high, what can you say? We are going to always get a loss. So from this explanation, you should understand that whenever such a transaction happens, we are always going to end up in loss. Got it? Now what is the total loss? So in order to find out the total loss, or let us say loss percent, you are sure that we are having some loss, isn't it? Now I want to find out what is the total loss percent, right? So for that reason I want to find out what is the ratio between total selling price by total cost price. Total selling price by total cost price is, I'm just cross multiplying this one here and this one here, is equal to 1 minus x by 100 whole square. So why did I take this? Because I want to find out the loss percent. We know that loss percent equal to total cost price minus total selling price divided by total cost price into 100, isn't it? Now divide numerator and denominator with total cost price. Then what do I get? This is going to be 1 minus total selling price divided by total cost price into 100, right? Now we know that total cost selling price by total cost price equal to 1 minus x by 100 whole square. Therefore here if I substitute 1 minus x by 100 whole square, 1 and 1 will get cancelled and this minus will become plus, which means x square by 100 square into 100, which is nothing but x square by 100. So you can write it as x by 10 whole square. So sometimes you might even see this in the options, right? X by 10 whole square. So what is it? Whenever you are selling two different items at the same selling price in such a way that one is making x% profit and other is making x% loss, then we are definitely going to incur a loss, and that loss percent is equal to x by 10 whole square. In the earlier question they are saying that this particular x is 10. Therefore, if you substitute 10 here, 10 by 10 whole square is nothing but 1. That is why you are supposed to get a loss of 1%. Got it? Okay.